On February 11th, we have guest speaker Pinky Jackson from the Unity that used to be called Downtown, formerly known as Downtown. And a workshop after that, it's decluttering your physical space to enhance your spiritual life, and there's a sign up for that workshop after that class for next week if you would like to join that. And then February 16th is our next Crystal Bowl meditation with Rebecca and Nikki. That's always a treat. That's on Friday night the 16th. Let's see, Valerie's going to be starting Amazing Powers Within class starting February 21st. And that's Wednesday nights from 6 to 8 p.m. You remember all this stuff now, right? Everybody hasn't forgotten one little thing I've said so far, I'm sure. But remember, it's all on the weekly email. So if you haven't signed up for that, make sure you sign up for that email. Angeline does a fantastic job of putting it all together in a beautiful form, and then you have it at your fingertips anytime you want to remember what's going on. And finally, not quite finally, the 24th of February is a Saturday. From 10 to 2, we're having strategic planning meetings, so sign up for that. And hopefully we'll get lots of people there to talk about what we're thinking about doing in the future here. And our annual meeting looking into March is the 10th of March. Just put that in the back of your mind for now. We'll keep reminding you because we like to have lots of people here for the annual meeting because that's the time when you really get all the information from the board members and any kind of voting. I don't think we have any voting to do this year, though, because I think everybody's staying on the board.
We still have to vote for Colleen.
We still have to vote for Colleen to remain as the alternate. But that's a good thing. That's a good thing. We have a great board, and we really appreciate them. All right, I think that's about it. If there's anybody new here today that's here for the first time and you didn't get a welcome packet, raise your hand, and the ushers and greeters will bring you one. Otherwise, welcome to the service. We're thankful that you're here today. All right, now it's the time for our silly jokes before we get to give each other hugs. You have to go through this before you get to the good part. I know. I'm trying to make sure I take out the old ones and put in some new. All right. My grandfather has the heart of a lion and a lifetime ban from the local zoo. Okay, that's a good one. What did the pirate say when he became an octogenarian? I matey. Got it? All right. And my last joke, this one comes straight from Wynn again. Wynn sent me some real cute ones. Once I went to a party with my husband, full of people he knew from work, but I didn't. A guy came up to us, turned to me and said, "You must be his wife." I turned to my husband and said, "You have a wife?" You should have seen the guy's face. Greet each other in lots of love and joy today. If you make your way back to your seats, we're going to sing again. I behold the Christ in you.
I behold the Christ in you. Here the life of God I see. I can see a great peace too. I can see you whole and free. I behold the Christ in you. I can see this as you walk. I see this in all you do. I can see this as you talk. I behold God's love expressed. I can see you filled with power. I can see you ever blessed. See Christ in you hour by hour. I behold the Christ in you. I can see that perfect one, led by God in all you do. I can see God's work is done.
A reading from our daily word. Today's word is joy. Joy is mine through all the seasons of life. Throughout my life, joy is always part of me. Like the sun that is always shining, even when obscured by clouds. Joy is there in my happiest moments and also during my darker times. It keeps me present to life as it unfolds, responsive and adaptive, accepting what I cannot change and having the courage to change what I can. Much more than a feeling, joy is part of me, a way to feel the presence of God and live from my spirituality. Joy is the anchor that keeps me rooted in peace and wholeness, and the wings that help me soar through the open skies of imagination and choice. My spiritual identity has its foundations in the divine idea of joy, and I carry it with me wherever I go and in everything that I do. The scripture reading this morning is from Psalm 16:11. You show me the path of life. In your presence, there is fullness of joy. Joy is mine through all the seasons of life.
Our Creator, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And leave us not in temptation, but deliver us from error. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. God is the love I am. 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 God is the peace 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 I am. God is the beauty 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 I am. God is the power 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 I am. God is the wisdom 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 I am. God is the love 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 I am.
Good morning, and as we take that in, God is the love that I am. We affirm that together. God is the love I am. Feel it in your whole being. Let it resonate through your whole body. Breathe it in. Breathe it out. So knowing that God is, I am. I am and God is. The love that flows in and through each of us. Allowing us to be loving and kind to ourselves, What does that feel like? Being open to loving yourself as the divine. So breathe in that divine energy. Take time right now to love yourself, your entire being, flooding your being with that divine light that is God, seeing it radiating all around you, that golden healing presence flowing through your whole outer being. Activating love in the outer body, all around you. The spiritual love flows. Breathe it in. See it flowing from the top of your head, gently swirling and changing into that is represented by love and the faculty of love. So see that golden light changing into that beautiful pink radiance, flowing in to the top of our head, bringing it down into our heart. Breathing in, love. Breathing out, love. Shifting from the mind into the heart. And if you're struggling, place your hand on your heart. Feel the heartbeat. See the flow of energy, harmonizing your entire being, bringing into balance all the nervous system, the skeletal system, the muscle system, the midline system, the flow of blood through your body, allow that vibration to dislodge anything that is no longer needed and let it go. Being the love that is your truth. Sending that love to every cell in your body, every molecule, every atom. Breathing in, breathing out. And now just resting in that love as it flows all around you and in and through you in the silence. And now as we take a breath, we breathe in that love, and now we send it out as that love in action. We send it out to the person sitting next to us and to the person on either side of us, all around us. And we feel that loving energy flowing in this holy space. In your holy space and in this holy space, love flows. That harmonizing, unifying love that allows us to be the best that we are in this moment. We continue to focus that love outside these holy walls into the neighborhood, sending love into every home, to every being in every home. And we expand it a little more, continuing to flow into our city, surrounding every being in love and light, every home filled with radiant love and wisdom, with understanding and compassion. We expand it further into the whole state, allowing every being to be harmonized in love and life. We spread it a little farther over the whole continent. Knowing that each of us is a part of all that is. Every being that is in existence is a part of us, and we are a part of them because God is and we are. God is, I am. We continue to spread that divine love to every being on this planet, to Mother Earth herself. Seeing Mother Earth flourish and nurturing us as she nurtures herself, healing the radiance of this beautiful planet that we live on, that sustains us in every way. We blanket the universe in love. So it is. Amen.
Love is patient, love is kind, love is gentle, love's not blind. Love is all you have, all you need. Love is all you are. Love is gracious, love is pure. Love is caring, love endures. Love is all you have, all you need. Love is all you are. For love endures, love endures all things. For love endures, Love is healing and forgiving. Love is hoping and trusting. Love is creating and living. Love is peace, love is joy, love is more, for love endures. Love endures all things, for love endures. Love will never end, for love endures. Love endures all things, for love endures. Love will never end. Love will never end.
Okay, just curious. Okay. I thought somebody gave me a bag of something that I was supposed to look at, you know. So, love in action. I don't know how many of you know that, but that is the tagline that this community has worked under for how many years? Before I got here, right? So that is the characteristic of this community, as love in action. Everything they do with that in mind. And so, as we look at the 12 faculties, or powers, that are in us, and love being one of them, how do we capture it in its true sense, in the purity of what love really is? So, we know that as we align in spirit and harmony, we use that love to manifest that Christ nature, right? That is within us. And we act accordingly, spreading harmony, unity, and love. And sometimes we don't, right? Sometimes we act from anger, from doubt, especially if we're looking at ourselves, right? What is that self-doubt that we have? Do we really love ourselves? Do we really believe that we're worthy of loving ourselves? Are some questions that come up from time to time. And in all of it, it's where we're at. Part of the conflict comes in because love has been misused for generations, spiritually, in spiritual communities. It has been misused in the larger world. She is, and love is a feminine character within us. Okay, so all of our powers are feminine or masculine. And so love is the beauty that is alive within us. Love is the enticing and fascination that we find in life, right? The mother love can be fearless and very strong because a mother will protect her offspring with her own life. That is a quality that everybody has within them. And when we look at that fearlessness, sometimes our ego lets us run amok and we use it to obtain things we desire right? That may not be good for us, or that may not be good for someone else. So when we're looking at our faculty of love, we have to be in harmony and in balance in the desires that we want to create in our life, right? So our thinking is very important when we're looking at the love faculty, because that heart nervous system connects and runs through our whole being. And if we are out of balance and we use it in anger and upset, then we create a lot of anxiety in our own life and a lot of chaos in our own life without really realizing it. That we thinking and wanting these desires creates chaos because we're really not in balance. So how many of you saw the movie Secret or read the book The Secret? Yeah. Okay. So they did a really good job on the law of attraction. Except for attraction is part of our loving faculty. And what they failed to say was that you can attract not only the good that you desire in life, but you can also attract the things you do not desire, the negative. So love can attract, and it's the greatest attractor that we have. It attracts to us loving kindness and positive things. If our thinking is right, and if our thinking is out of balance, man, it is going to flood us with a lot of negativity. And we won't even understand why. That's what the balance is all about, because love is the great magnet. But what is it that you're thinking and drawing to you? An example, you want a new Volkswagen. All you see on the road are Volkswagens, right? If you want one of those new Volkswagen Beetle buses, like they used to have in the 60s, now they're hybrid and all that, then that's what you're going to see. You're going to see it because you have focused on it. So whatever you're putting your focus on as love is what you're going to attract. So if you are focusing on the negative thoughts that are running around rampant in your head, and we all have them, and we all do it, be thoughtful and mindful, because you're attracting that unconsciously. So this is unconscious thinking. When we are unaware that that's what we're doing, we bring it to us. And then we're sitting there going, well, how the heck did this happen? And yet, it is also the beauty that makes up everything that we are. It is that ability to desire whatever it is that we want to create in our life. And if we create it through and with love and in balance and harmony, it can rise us up to the highest consciousness that we can be. Because it works with spirit, always. That Holy Spirit that runs through us. And love, with wisdom and understanding, is one of the greatest creators that can shift our world into a totally different life. We can transform into all that we desire through the faculty of love. Now, I'm going to say the love between men and women is the most expressed in our world. And there's nothing wrong with it. In a lot of instances, it's very misunderstood. So, the love between the male and the female and the masculine and the feminine has to have harmony and balance. Without that, then there's a conflict, which, I don't know about you all, but if you've been in a relationship that was very volatile or very a lot of conflict going on, It's because the typical is the challenge between will, which is a masculine power, and love, which is the feminine power, right? So you have these two faculties that are alive within us, will and love, and when they are in conflict, it creates a lot of disruption in our being and in our lives. I don't know, has anybody ever found that to be true? No. Okay. So what we have to do is we have to rise above that. We have to rise above that. Yes, I have will, and yes, I have love, and I have to be in relationship. I want to be in relationship with this person, be it a parent, a child, a partner, a friend, whatever relationship it looks like. We have to do it in harmony and balance. So you have to really understand the other person and how you can move together in harmony instead of in conflict. Because opposites usually attract. Have you noticed that? And that creates in itself, in immature relationships, a lot of conflict. So knowing and being your own advocate for yourself and your own worthiness and standing in that space of your own truth is really important as you develop relationships with others. So self-love comes first. Learn to love yourself. Learn to be comfortable in your own being, and then be comfortable in your relationships, in harmony and unity. It'll make your life easier, and it'll make our world a better place. Because then we're doing love in action, right? Love is the pure essence of being. Of all being, not only ours, but of being, the bigger outer being. Love is the pure essence of it. Without love, our connection to Mother Earth crumbles. And I don't know about you all, but that might be happening right now. Mother Earth is suffering, and the world is suffering, because without that connection to the divine nature that feeds us, sustains us, we are cast off into the dust. So be thinking about how you love Mother Earth and what your relationship is with Mother Earth. It is an important relationship for our existence as humanity. Because it is the love of all substance of being. We have to rise above our sense consciousness, and that's where most of us live, in love. We live in the senses. I love this, I love that. You know, how many times do you say, oh, don't you just love chocolate chip cookies? Or don't you just love that chocolate cake? Didn't you just love that movie? We have to rise above that in humanity. We each individually have to rise above our sense thinking and come into that spiritual essence of pure love for everyone. As Margie said last week, she reminded us that we are here to be love. And we have a job to love everybody. We might not like their actions, but the essence of who they are, we love, because they too are God. Just like we are. Just because their actions don't show the love does not mean that they are not God. So love them anyways. Hold them in your prayers as love. Whoever the enemy is in your thinking, put them on your altar, the altar of your heart. Whether it's a coworker, whether it's a boss, whether it's a colleague, or a politician, pray for them to find love and to be loved every day. Because some people have limited ability to feel and attract that positive regard for another person. And as we can all shift in and uphold them in that loving presence that God is, it will help them to shift in their own thinking. There's power in our ability to love. There's great power in the ability to love. So there are 3 aspects of love: emotion, attraction, and harmony. We all know what the emotional feeling is. Just remember that in your emotional feeling, stay in what you really desire in your thinking. And if you decide that's not what you really asked for, change it very quickly. Don't stay stuck there. Because sometimes we think, oh, wouldn't this be great? I think I've explained the thing about the car, right? Where I pictured this car that I wanted, but yet when I did my treasure mapping, I put a different car on my treasure map, and I got the car that was on my treasure map, and I ended up with 2 concussions from that car. Wasn't what I wanted. So be really careful about what it is that you're thinking. And what are your desires? If you're desiring to have a relationship, sit down and look at the values and qualities that you want in that person. And ask for that. Put it out there. Be clear what you're focused on. Don't just say, I want to be in a relationship, because Lord knows what you might get. Affection. And attraction. I talked about attraction. And harmony. So, emotion, attraction, and harmony. The 3 aspects of love. So when you're in that space and you're in that creative world of desire, make sure that you're coming from the space of pure love, of God's love, the purity that is all. And you will bring great joy into your being when you do that, when you live in harmony with your family, with your friends, with Mother Earth. It's the principle, love is the principle that when used correctly can carry us through the darkest times. I love you. I bless you. I behold the living Christ in each of you. Namaste.
Thank you, Reverend Valerie. We value and love you too. And now we're gonna enjoy the special music, and then the ushers will come around to take up the collection.
If my heart is overwhelmed and I cannot hear your voice, I'll hold on to what is true, though I cannot see. If the storms of life they come and the road ahead gets steep, I will lift these hands in faith, I will believe. I remind myself of all that you've done and the life I have because we are one. Love came down and called to me. Love came down and set me free. I am yours. I am forever yours. Mountain high or valley low, I sing out and remind my soul, I am yours. I am forever yours. When my heart is filled with hope, every promise comes my way. When I feel your hands of grace rest upon me, staying centered in you, God, the world is laid at my feet. I will lift these hands in faith, I will believe. I remind myself of all that you've done and the life I have because we are one. Love came down and called to me. Love came down and set me free. I am yours. I am forever yours. Mountain high or valley low, I sing out and remind my soul, I am yours, I am forever yours. Love came down and called to me. Love came down and set me free. I am yours, I am forever yours.
Now we'll take our offerings in our hands and say the blessing together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God, and thank you, Donna. Beautiful.
We just breathe gratitude onto these gifts and onto the givers, and we see them expanding and multiplying and going out into our community and into the world to do God's good work, and so it is.
Our chaplains are here to pray with you. They'll be in the front. They have on their little sashes. And now we're going to do our prayer for protection together. You can stand if you choose to. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And now for our children's song. We have no children's song today? Okay. Sometimes they don't want to do that. That's fine. So we're going to sing Let There Be Peace on Earth.
Now there is peace on earth, and now it begins with me. Now there is peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, united all are we. Now we walk with each other in perfect harmony. Peace has begun with me, and this is the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live